So I got a question. Let's keep it on split screen time. I got a question.
You got a question?
So Robin today is going on BitBoy. Should Robin, when they bring everyone in, should he be doing his dance move on BitBoy Crypto today at 2 p.m.? Let us know. Put a 1 for yes in the chat. Put a 2 for hell no in the chat. I might vote. Donnie, what do you think, bro? Should Robin bust out his dance moves on BitBoy when they open it up?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah? All right. What do you guys think, chat? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Should Robin bust out dance moves on BitBoy Crypto? Anyways, welcome back, my friends, to Sin City Crypto. I'm one of your co-hosts here, David, bringing you Sin City Crypto live on a Monday from Global Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. Quick disclaimer, we ain't financial advisors. Do your own research. I caught a glimpse of the Donnie's Texas accent. It's kind of rubbing off on me. Anyway, super excited for the show today. Before we move forward, I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, my dear friend, Robin, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Quick shout-out to Global Media. They help us broadcast to other channels than just YouTube. And then here, we don't just do live streams.
What do
we also do deep dives. This the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives. Woo! Well, your boy is amped up. Yeah. Coffee's hit the bloodstream.
Where's the Red Bull at, though?
No Red Bull today, man. I don't want to pee myself. Now, if you haven't liked the video yet, the hell wrong with you?
What the hell wrong with you?
If you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell wrong with you?
What the hell?
And if you ain't hit that notification bell,
what the is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? That's all I got to say there. You know. So let's come correct, because we don't want to be wrong up in here.
That's right.
Now, as far as my dance moves, let me say this.
Okay.
I can't pull out.
By the way,
I
man,
can't unleash.
Your hair's looking good today, bro.
Oh, thank you, man.
Looking.
You know what? You know what I'm about to do, right?
Here we go. Yeah. Go ahead.
Your boy looking sweet, baby. Your boy looking sweet. You know.
Where did you get that from? Just curious.
I don't know.
No idea.
I did it on one of our first shows, and it's stuck ever since. Now I can't pull out all the stops. You know, I can't open up the full box of candy. You know, shout out to Valentine's Day. You know, I can't pull out the full box of candies on my first appearance. You know, so they ain't gonna get no dance. They ain't gonna get no dance.
You gotta leave them one for more.
They ain't gonna get no dance moves on day one.
Fair.
You know, I'm just gonna sprinkle it in little by little. You know, I ain't open up the full dozen donuts. You know, we gotta pass one on. Then we're gonna pass another one on after that.
Rob, we got a couple new people. We got a couple new people in the crypto fam. You want to throw them a little shout out?
All right. So in case y'all didn't know, for my new people, hola. So hola to we had somebody in the chat early. So Malik, welcome, pleasure,
and
so hola to you, sir. And then we also have Mayad. Well, Mayad. Hola! What's up, bro? Welcome to the party. Okay, so in case y'all didn't know, entertainment focused. We keep it lighthearted here, but at the same time, we still deliver all of the crypto information that you are seeking, but we don't bore you to death. And we also make fun of each other. So that's
and then shout out to our returning people.
Oh, yeah. So HP, welcome back. Olga, welcome back. We got Nick Flip in here. Welcome. Chef Garrett. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And then when we get to 21 viewers, we're going to open up the club. So if you're not familiar with that, we have a Vegas party here. Yeah. So the more active the chat is, the more you type away, the more YouTube suggests us. The more likes we have, the more YouTube suggests us. More people we get in here, we have a Vegas party. And when we have a Vegas party, we open up the club. So let's get to that 21.
Speaking of the club,
yeah.
What'd you think about the halftime performance?
I mean, that was so good.
What do you thought? People are making fun of 50 Cent. They're saying he looks more like $1 now. But on some way, hey, the man's living good, man. Leave him alone.
He did look a little poofy. He looked a little poofy.
Look like one of those marshmallow jackets.
You know, he came in upside down. He was hanging like Batman. And
well, you know why they did that, though, right?
Well, the stage was like...
No, because in the original, in the club video, he was upside down in the beginning.
He was.
He was, yeah.
I didn't put those two together.
Like a fat kid loves cake.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that candy shop. You know, he obviously had a lot of visits to the candy shop. So now it was really good. It was fresh. I think this was probably my more recent favorite for halftime shows.
My favorite was that halftime show with Janet Jackson. Do you remember that one?
Oh, with the titty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. No, this one was real. Man, it brought
definitely better than Katy Perry, better than
Oh my
Bruno
God.
Mars,
Yeah.
better, The Weeknd. We've had a shift from R&B and like pop music to the roots, baby.
Straight
You know what I
gangster.
mean? Not the band The Roots, but to the roots. You know what I mean? Like to the hip hop soul, to where it started.
Yes.
And you know what? It
That
brought
was
me
so
back
good.
to my CD times. You know, when I was sitting back, I was putting my Dre, my Chronic 2000 in the CD player, sitting back, Eminem's just dropping 50 Cent, G Unit. Man, it
Those
was,
are the days.
I'm telling you, bro.
If you are a millennial like we are, well, we're the older millennials. If you're between 28 and 38, throw one in the chat. Let us know what you guys thought about the Super Bowl halftime show. The only issue I had, and this is just my personal preference, but when they opened up the halftime show, remember what song they opened with, Robin?
Uh,
Na, 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 na. And the Snoop Dogg gets into his verse. And then next is supposed to be Dr. Dre's verse, but then they go to another song. And then at the end, they bring back Dr. Dre's verse on the same song. I kind of wish they would have just done Snoop and then Dre right after on the same song and then moved on. Kendrick Lamar's part was a little
I thought his shit was fire.
Kendrick Lamar. Eminem, I kind of wish he would have done a different song, man.
No, man, that was a good one. That's his biggest hype song. You got to think. You got what was it, like 80,000 people in the stadium?
Yeah.
And you need to bring the juice. You got to bring the hype. And definitely the most hype song he got. Now, it might not be the best song. He's got some lyrical genius written down song. Like I'm telling you, the dude come correct with it with his. But for a stadium performance, trying to hype up the crowd, definitely lose yourself in the moment, baby.
So let's go over the props real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So
And by the way, your boy straight cashed out. He straight made some paper. I got all kinds of new stable coins I'm about to deposit because I did a run on the sports book. So here at Sin City Crypto, obviously you know where we're located. So I did take the Bengals. Now and it all played out exactly as I predicted. It was the Rams. I knew, I had a feeling the Rams were going to win this thing, but that 4.5 points was looking juicy, and I took it. And boy,
Plus
oh boy,
4.5?
now I got some ammunition.
I had
got some ammunition for the portfolio.
I had the Bengals plus I had a money line.
Yeah, the
I
Bengals
lost.
money line, huh?
Yeah. I really want Burrow to win. All right, so here's an
Now,
update.
you always got to take the points, man. The points
I
is
know,
where
I
it's at,
know.
man.
I
Especially
just-
if they're giving you,
I
if they're giving you
parlayed-
over a field goal.
Yeah.
If you get 3.5, I didn't care if it was 4.5. If it was over a field goal for me, just because so many games in the playoffs just come down to that field goal. Didn't come down to a field goal, but that was kind of my mentality. Anyways, I got some straight bread I can throw down on some more crypto, so I'm good.
All right, so here were the prop bets, okay?
D-Fit, my boy, what's up, bro?
Who will have more Super Bowl commercials, FTX or Crypto.com? It was a tie. I think they each had one. Total number of crypto-related commercials. You had the Bud Light Next commercial, which referenced the metaverse and NFTs.
Hold on. If we're gonna review the prop bets from the Super Bowl, roll the animation. We still got it? Or no. It was only it's not gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Anyways,
Never mind.
you had the meta one with the animal mascots. You had TurboTax made a brief reference to crypto. We're not going to count that. Salesforce talking about don't build a metaverse, build. Let's focus on Earth.
Yeah, but that's not a commercial. That was just
Okay,
a
so you have
reference to metaverse.
FTX, Crypto.com. You have eToro. We'll do that because they had a Shiba Inu dog, and they had Let's Go to the Moon. They had a moon reference, so that's 3. Crypto related. That includes the metaverse, correct? Crypto related is metaverse.
Yeah.
Metaverse is crypto related.
Yeah,
So then we have
but
the
they
meta
weren't,
one.
they weren't advertising it. They referenced.
The meta one was the Quest 2. Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah. I
4.
forgot about that one.
That's 4. And then I feel like the Bud Light one, the Bud Light Next should count. Because
Light
it was
Next.
like a concert in the metaverse that the artist was
Yeah,
way bigger than.
it definitely was. It did. I feel like it didn't reference anything, but
So that's 5. That's a push. So no one won. Total number of commercials related to NFT, that went way under. The only thing I personally saw was a Bud Light Next commercial where they had the artwork hanging and then they had those pixelated glasses. And then there was some other artwork that looked like NFTs. So we'll count that as one, but way under 3.5. And then the Rams -4. Obviously, if you took the Bengals +4, you cashed out. So if you were on the Bengals side on that prop bet, you won. What are we giving away? We're giving away congratulations and thumbs up. So, good job, guys.
Hey, let's get your thoughts on the Super Bowl. What was your favorite commercial, or what was your most memorable moment from the Super Bowl? Was it the commercials? Was it the halftime? Did you make some money on any sports bet? What did you enjoy, or did you just go to a badass party and you just want to tell us about it? So
Yeah.
I did go to a Super Bowl party. A lot of fun. It was nice to get out of.
What'd you bring to the Super Bowl party?
I brought a potato salad, my dude.
That sounds disgusting.
But no, it wasn't your average potato salad.
Okay.
Like I grilled a beef shoulder for 8 hours over open fire, and then I chopped it up and threw it in there. So
Robin is very bougie
yeah. Hey man,
when it comes to food.
first of all, one of the nastiest things on this planet is grocery store potato and macaroni
Robin's
salad.
Corner, let's go.
It ain't nothing but mayonnaise and overcooked vegetables. It's absolutely disgusting. So if you're gonna bring potato salad, for the love of God, please don't bring any store-bought stuff, because that's just nasty.
Well, not everyone has a classical chef training like you, my friend. So
Hey, and you know who else does?
grocery store salad it is.
Chef Murder Mike. Chef, do you have a culinary degree? That's or
Highly.
are
I
you
bet he has a degree in something else related to his name. Got the 187. All right, let's roll right into our hot take. Donnie,
All right.
do us the honor.
Ooh, that's hot. That's hot, baby.
Donnie, what's the hot take for today, my friend?
Today's hot take: the Super Bowl crypto. We've already been going over it at the beginning. We want to know in the chat what everybody think.
Man, I don't even know.
commercials?
I don't even know where to
Commercials.
start. I don't even know where to start. Okay, first of all,
You want me to start?
No, let me start. When I say I don't know where to start, I mean I got so much to say. I don't know where to go. So everyone was premising that this Super Bowl was the crypto bowl. It was going to be this giant event that just showcased nothing but crypto. It was less crypto than I thought. I was assuming FTX and Coinbase and crypto.com. I thought they were going to have multiple commercials. I mean, when you look at past Super Bowls, Pepsi will have like 5 commercials. Doritos will have like 8 commercials. And that was kind of what I was thinking. But you know what? Each one of them had one commercial. What was your favorite commercial out of the 3 main exchanges?
FTX.
So it's between Coinbase, FTX,
Crypto.com.
and
Crypto.com was cool, but FTX, I mean, Larry.
Now,
that shit was hilarious.
now, if you were to just pull up the analytics alone, the winner would not be FTX. So if you didn't catch the Coinbase commercial, or maybe you did see it and didn't realize what it was,
I thought something was wrong with the screen. I legit was
So,
like, well,
Coinbase comes out with just a QR code that's flashing different colors with some like 8-bit music, and just bounced around for 1 minute. So,
$14 million for a QR code.
yeah, at $6.5 million for each 30-second commercial. Basically, they tied 2 of them together for a 1-minute commercial. So of a grand total of $13-point-something million, and for a QR code. Now, initially, what did I think? Initially, I was like, you know what? That is stupid. I haven't seen a Coinbase commercial aired on national television ever. No, maybe they have. I just haven't seen. I'm not aware of it. So with that said, it's Coinbase's first commercial, at least in my eyes. And I'm like, I'm expecting the firepower. You got FTX with Tom Brady, and you got Crypto.com with Matt Damon, and then you got Coinbase. They got a QR. So I thought they dropped the ball there. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Man, not only did that QR get so many hits, they crashed their own network. Coinbase went down. So if you scan the QR code, yeah, you went to Coinbase, but then, you didn't go any further than that. And then, and then it went up. We got some more articles discussing it, but very popular on the iOS downloads as well on Apple.
So would you agree that the simple fact of just a QR code kind of where people were like, I wonder what this is, and they clicked on it?
That was a lot of it. That was the premise of it. It
So-
was because you had it bouncing around for a minute. Everyone's sitting on the couch. At least. So I went to a Super Bowl party where nobody was into crypto. I was the only guy. And I'm sitting here standing next to the TV like you know what I mean, just like staring at this thing, and everyone else is just doing their own thing, and they're watching this QR thing bounce around, and I just see phone after phone go up like, what's this about? and next thing you know, I'm like, man, Coinbase is genius. I'm telling you, that's a genius marketing move. Hats off to Coinbase. And you know what? I kind of was digging that little jingle they had going on there too. So there were also some reaction videos from like Super Bowl parties. So people were like getting all excited when the QR code hit the corner of the screen, for example. Everyone's like, oh, like I don't know. A lot of fun, man. A lot of fun for that.
That was your favorite commercial?
No, out of the three, no, I still think the FTX was so for FTX. As far as a marketing side, as far as getting people to your app, I mean, Coinbase killed it.
Which is the whole idea.
Yeah, which is the
paying
idea.
14 million for a commercial.
FTX, they kick some knowledge down. They're basically planting the seed for the viewer, the skeptic viewer, and be like, look, here's the invention of the wheel. And then
People wrote it off.
yeah, and then it's written off. Here is the invention of electricity, the writing
Light
of the
bulb.
Constitution. Yeah, so and it just shows the ignorance of human nature with people's skepticism to adopt new technologies, and that was basically the premise of the commercial.
Yeah.
So at the end, hey, FTX, but essentially it's like, hey, here's cryptocurrency, and the guy Larry, what's his last name? Larry
David.
Larry David. He's I'm skeptical of it, and that's kind of the sentiment with a lot of the population. So a lot of
You
people
watched that entire, because that wasn't the entire commercial. That was just 30 seconds of it, or a minute.
or
Of it.
1 minute, yeah. It was still the same thing. It was just
More
chopped up
examples.
a little
Yeah.
little shorter.
It was good. I like that one. I thought the Crypto.com one was pretty good too, with LeBron James, where it's LeBron's younger self talking to the current LeBron, and he
That
says
was a CG LeBron. right?
it was pretty dope. And they say something favors the brave. I haven't jotted down right here. It said
Fortune favors.
fortune favors the brave. Call your own shots. So he's telling his younger self, be brave, take risks, and here you are. And so I thought that was pretty cool. The Crypto.com. What else was there? The eToro one, with at the end where they're like on balloons going to the sky. Let's go to the moon. Robin,
I got all kinds
Go
of. I
ahead.
got all kinds. Okay, I'm gonna give you a play.
I know
I'm
you
gonna
were
give you a play by play. But
you were
pulled
talking
it up,
about
right?
eToro,
You
bro.
pulled it up, right?
What?
The email I sent you.
Oh no, let me go ahead.
Okay, we're
Let
gonna
me
get
do that.
to
Go
We're gonna
ahead.
get that. We're gonna pull some. We're gonna pull up some corroborating evidence here. So eToro,
Corroborating evidence.
eToro. I got issues. I got beef with you, eToro. First of all, why you got a Shiba Inu dog? Why you didn't get it?
Did you send it to our email, Sin City Crypto One?
Yep.
Nope.
At Gmail.
Nope.
Yeah. Anyways, I texted it to you. Just forward it to your email.
Okay, go ahead.
So we have eToro. If you're not familiar with eToro's platform, they are very similar to Robinhood. They were around before Robinhood was a thing. Robinhood kind of copied their platform. Anyways, free trading, stocks. They eventually dabbled into cryptocurrency, so they have a limited listing of cryptos, kind of in the same realm as same realm as Robinhood as far as cryptos that are available. So there was some big news as of December, or actually it broke in November, but in December they delisted Cardano.
The sixth largest crypto project on.
So they delisted Cardano. They also delisted Tron as well, and they voiced regulatory concerns. There is a lot of narrative with shady practices going on with Tron. They have a lot of ties with China. Anyways, Tron, I get it. I guess I see it, whatever. But they took off Cardano with no supporting evidence. They just basically said there's regulatory concerns with Cardano, delisted them. So for their investors, they kind of went out and said, hey, Cardano is kind of risky. This is a risky asset. So we're not going to list it. We don't feel comfortable listing Cardano. So they delisted it. It was already trading on their platform. And then I see this commercial, Shiba Inu dog. And I think to myself, I'm like, I'm like, if they have a Shiba Inu dog on the commercial, I'm like, are they trading Shiba Inu? Because I was like, I couldn't believe myself. I'm like, don't tell me they're trading Shiba Inu, but they're trying to say that Cardano is riskier. And so lo and behold, I go and download the app. Congratulations to the commercials. You got it. You got another app download. I'm not going to use the platform, but I go on there, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, no Cardano. And I'm just like, wow. Like, you got it pulled up?
Yeah.
Okay. So then as I'm checking out the app, I scroll down and I see they have a look at this. So they have tech analysis of biggest crypto. So this is their experts or their expert algorithm. It tells you what you should buy and sell. So I immediately see that their eToro is saying you should sell your Ethereum and you should buy and hold Dogecoin and Shiba Coin and a little more down, and Litecoin. There it is. So eToro, the financial expert here, is telling you, hey guys, you know what you should do? Sell your Ethereum, go all in on Doge, go all in on Shiba Inu, go all in on Litecoin. Ethereum is a thing of the past. Not worth your time. I feel like they're not looking for the best interest of their investors.
No, they're looking to
they're looking.
It's hype.
Yeah, it's hype, and for whatever reason, I bet you there was some monetary issue, some kind of cash inflow issue with Cardano, and on the surface, they just try to play it as some regulatory bull crap. But I don't know. I just found that funny. Sell your Ethereum, buy SHIB right now. Everybody, that's what eToro is telling you to do.
Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't. And
but
other commercials with the.
What do you think about the Facebook one?
I was just about to say that.
So they're essentially what the commercial is
it's for Horizon Worlds.
It was but it was a bunch of like old mascot animals who got thrown away, and they found a new life in the metaverse. So in my eyes, they're saying if you're a reject in real life, come join the metaverse where you can be a brand new person. What are your thoughts on that, Robin?
I don't know about the reject thing.
Well, that's literally what it is, because that thing kept getting rejected, thrown away until
I know you've been rejected and you've been thrown away many times in your life, David. So I know it hits close to home. I get it, but you know what? I don't know. Either way, transition. It actually kind of it sparked some emotion for myself. When I saw that dog about to get crushed, I was like, "Oh, that's sad. That's sad. That could be for a little girl or something. Anyways, this is what I took away from it. Horizon Worlds. If you're not familiar with Horizon Worlds, it's not a metaverse. It's the idea of the metaverse. It's what is supposed to. It's a glimpse into what it could be. And if you've seen the official rebranding launch of Meta, where Mark Zuckerberg had a commercial or promo, you saw a full-size avatar. It looked more like what you would expect the metaverse to look like. I did a little more research on the Horizon Worlds. One thing here, you can only interact with 20 people per server. So in a metaverse, we all understand in the real world and in the metaverse, you're going to be able to interact with more than just 20 people.
Do you have 20 friends? Do you have 20 friends?
I have no, I don't.
I don't have 20.
I don't have 20 friends.
Donnie, do you have 20 friends?
No.
Hell no. I don't think anyone has 20 friends.
So, but you know what kind of creeped me out is that Horizon World, nobody had legs. Where the hell is everybody's legs, man?
Weird.
I don't know if you saw the commercial, but and so in this glimpse into what could be the metaverse, obviously it's a functional social media app that you can download right now. It's functional. It's up. It's running. But nobody has legs. I got a problem with that. Because first of all, if you're going to monetize and you're going to sell NFTs, what are you going to do about the True Religion jeans? What are you going to do about the Diesel jeans? What are you going to do about Levi's? What are you going to do about Nikes? What are you going to do about them Gucci shoes, or a Gucci belt? Like, you are missing out on all kinds of monetary, possibilities here. You cannot NFT anything below the waist. And there's a lot of revenue stream that is down there. I'm just letting you know. I know how much jeans cost, designer jeans, and my man, I'm telling you, that's going to be a big revenue stream when it comes to to NFTs.
All right, bro. Okay, good job, Robin. All right, let's move on. Moving on. Enough about commercials. Enough about Super Bowl. Let's get into some crypto news. A lot of big things to talk about on the slate today for our talking points. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right. So this news broke about what, Robin? An hour ago? 45 minutes, an hour ago?
Yeah, a little over an hour ago.
So go ahead and show my laptop, please. BlockFi has just settled with the SEC. They're going to be paying a $100 million settlement and register as a security with the SEC. The Securities and Exchange Commission announced Monday that it fined crypto lending firm BlockFi $100 million, and now the firm plans to register with the agency to offer clients its popular high-yield crypto savings product. The firm has announced plans to file an S-1 to offer BlockFi yield to U.S. investors as a security. Bloomberg reported on Friday that the firm would have to discontinue its high-yield account for customers in the U.S., but this news suggests the company will offer the product under a new name and with the blessings of the regulators. The Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, said...
Did you say Gunsler?
Yeah. This is the first, because I can't say what I really want to say. This is the first case of its kind with respect to crypto lending platforms. Today's settlement makes clear that crypto markets must comply with the time-tested securities laws.
Real quick. Hola, Mr.
Fredrickson. What is up, Mr. Fredrickson?
Welcome to the party.
Can we call you Freddie?
Just call him Fred.
Freddie.
Fred.
We like to give nicknames here. Freddie, is that okay? Let us know. Anyways, okay. So let me talk about the part I just read before I move on to the next part. So to the SEC, this is an absolute win, right? All you need is one to fall in line, and then you go to the next one, like an Aave, like a Compound, or anyone that does yield farming or staking or interest bearing, and you say, we can either do what we did with BlockFi and let you operate, or we can just completely shut you down, which will put BlockFi in a position of strength because now they are being regulated. So could they be the only yield product out there available? If the other companies decide to go the opposite way and stay decentralized and not register with the SEC, this is what the SEC wants. This is what they wanted. The guy even said, crypto markets must comply with securities laws. But they're not a security. That is what I don't understand.
But that aspect of the lending is very similar to high interest yield bearing securities that are that are already in operation.
But I'm taking the literal wording.
For what
crypto markets must comply with time. He didn't say the lending markets.
He has an agenda out. He's trying to regulate the entire cryptocurrency market, and unfortunately, the cryptocurrency has a lot of different running parts. There's lots of different things that cryptocurrency do. It's not just yield bearing interest staking. That's not all they do. It's not just a transfer of money from one person to the other. It's a new technology that is pretty much premised around the financial system. And so for one, yes, you got interest bearing yield results. Also, you have the money transfer, you have staking and your staking rewards. There's all kinds of different aspects. And unfortunately, and at least in my opinion, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, it's not just the SEC that should regulate this. I think that crypto and its components should be broken down, and each component of crypto should fit into a corresponding system that it can be regulated by. So I don't know. That's the way I look at it. But SEC, they want to regulate everything.
That's what I'm saying.
He's all about he wants full control. He wants to be the crypto czar. Like that's his prerogative. That's his narrative. And unfortunately, there's nobody trying to stop him. There's not a lot of pushback.
And this is not...
And you know what? He just drops fines and sues people.
I wonder how much pushback BlockFi gave. Did they just cave in, or was there any pushback at all?
$100 million is a lot of damn money too, man. I mean, you're talking...
Do you think that number was higher? Do you think this was a number the SEC
I mean,
said, hey, if you
okay,
settle...
no, that's the thing. That's literally what a settlement is. So if you're settling at $100 million, then they had a liability for something a lot more. So
I don't know, man.
And not to mention that your operations just could be shut down in the U.S. in its entirety. So even if the fine would have been, say, at max $200 million. You could have had, a cease and desist order coming down from the SEC, which made you halt all operations, which in turn would have cost you way more money than, just another $100 million. So, look, obviously you just want, with BlockFi, they bring in a lot of cash. They're bringing in, they got a big revenue stream. And so for them, that's something that they're okay paying with. That's what they settled on. But
it's
that's
not about
the price
the money,
of doing business. SEC is dropping fines left and right, billions and billions of dollars.
It's not about the money, though, bro. It's about, like, with such a new industry like crypto, carving out a space for us in the grand landscape of regulation. So for me, if he came out and said crypto lending will be required to be registered as a financial product or a security, I get it, right? Because you go to the bank, you want to borrow money, or you go want to borrow money against your home, right? It's considered a security. So I get that, right? If you go to Aave, you go to Compound, you go to BlockFi.
Well, a loan technically isn't a security. That should be regulated by
the SEC.
Not the SEC. That's a banking.
Treasury.
That's a banking.
I get it, but what I'm saying is, if he would have come out and said, yes, if any decentralized platform wants to offer lending, crypto lending, they want to lend you money or let you borrow against, they have to be registered with some whatever and follow certain guidelines, FDIC. I get it, right? But that's not what he's saying. The crypto markets, and every piece of word matters with what these regulators say. Look at the infrastructure bill. The whole wording, brokers, they left that kind of like a blanket statement. And we actually have some good news regarding that in the next article we're going to talk about. But my point is that we can't trust these people to say something and then be like, wait, no, they really meant this. No, you take it literally word for word what they say.
Yep.
So those are my thoughts. And then I'm going to read, I have a couple more things highlighted. Don, if you can pull up my computer, please. Crypto lending platforms like BlockFi have generally compared themselves to bank accounts offering returns up to 8%. As compared to sub 1% returns in traditional savings accounts. They have, however, not had FDIC insurance, which has rankled. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Rankled regulators like the SEC.
I'm about to rankle your shirt.
Who called these investment products akin to a mutual fund or other financial products. So, Robin, you go ahead. Take the lead on this part, bro.
What was that part? I heard rankle. You said rankled.
Yeah, I
a word.
So what they're saying is they are offering 8% versus the 1% of what the banks are offering.
Yeah.
So they have, however, not had FDIC insurance,
Right.
which is what makes the SEC upset, and they are calling these investments like mutual funds or another financial product.
I mean, essentially, they are doing operations like a bank, and whether you like it or not, the regulations are gonna come down, and that the regulations are gonna come. So let's not try to ignore it. Let's take it for what it is. At face value, regulation is coming. This is the first domino to fall, and here soon in the future, more and more institutions are going to be regulated as well. So, anyways, all right. I don't know. I think I don't want to say disappointing, but it is what it is. And regulation is coming, whether you like it or not. And at the end of the day, the sooner we get this done, the better. My only thing, though, my question here is, are the other platforms going to be sued as well?
Probably, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Is Aave in the crosshairs? Is Yearn Finance in the crosshairs?
Absolutely.
Is Compound in there? Now, Compound has had some legal issues when it comes to the states. They were getting sued by was it New York? I think it was. Compound's in litigation right now with one of the states. So it's only time before that rolls down, which it's kind of brings me back to the XRP kind of news as well, is that when that settles, is there going to be, regulations that XRP imposes just for their U.S. citizens or for the U.S. traders and holders of XRP? Is there going to be one set of rules for U.S. traders with XRP and then a different set of rules for traders and across the world? That's what I'm fearful of. I'm fearful that the U.S. has their own blanket set of rules for all cryptocurrencies, and it's just this confusing jumble of laws, all regulated by different entities. And then you have other countries where it's just free. It's free service. It's just there's no complications. There's no wires. There's no headache.
Yeah.
So I think we're going backwards.
I agree.
We're going backwards, man.
Like, put up a fight, man.
Yeah.
It's like you are the one setting BlockFi. You're the one that just set the precedence. So, Aave, Compound, any other platform that offers crypto lending, crypto staking, crypto rewards, you can thank BlockFi because guess what? The SEC is coming after you next. Curious to see how this all unfolds. We are moving on to our very next article. Crypto miners are exempt from IRS reporting rules. The U.S. Treasury affirms the cryptocurrency industry in the United States is about to score a major legal win as the United States Treasury Department plans to spare crypto miners and other, quote, ancillary parties from tax reporting rules. This is absolutely huge, huge. And this was a tweet from Rob Portman. Appreciate the Treasury Department affirming that crypto miners, stakers, and those who sell hardware and software for wallets are not subject to tax reporting obligations. And then one more thing here. The Treasury will also consider the extent to which other parties in the digital asset market, such as decentralized exchanges and those often described as decentralized exchanges and peer-to-peer centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges and peer-to-peer exchanges, whether they should be treated as brokers. So going back to that $1 trillion infrastructure bill, right? They said brokers need to comply with the regulation. And then the miners came out, and then the decentralized exchanges came out, and the wallet providers came out, and they said, well, how the hell are we supposed to give people's information to you if we don't need their information for our services? So this is a absolutely huge win. After the infrastructure bill broke out, the Bitcoin hash rate dropped, the markets tumbled. This is extremely bullish news. I'm just happy that they are actually listening, and they're open to admitting, hey, maybe we should do it this way versus setting something out and sticking by it. When new information comes along and you learn more about something, you're allowed to change your opinion. You're allowed to change your stance on something. So I think this is extremely bullish. Robin?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Like, you know what? You can't regulate and tax everything, man. And so, you're gonna get your tax money at the end of the day. Like, you don't need to. I'm already kind of irritated that I get paid. You tax my paycheck, and then I go buy something, and then you tax me buying something. I'm getting double taxed, and it's the same here. Like, you're taxing revenues earned. You're taxing, crypto mining and all this. So thank you for having some kind of clarity here. Thank you for not trying to squeeze every penny and regulate everything, because at the end of the day, these are businesses that are just trying to operate and see a profit margin. I know when it comes to mining and cryptocurrency, profit margins are very small. The cost of buying the ASICs, the cost of the power consumption, taking a big part of revenue. So like, tax them on the back end. Like, that's how it should be. Tax them when you sell your Bitcoin, because that's going to be where they collect their taxes. So
it looks like U.S. Treasury is a little more pro crypto than the SEC is.
Yeah, they just need to all come together, man.
That's what I'm saying. Just create a whole nother.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Create a whole nother segment.
That's a bad idea.
Why is that a bad idea?
Because it's a bad idea.
Why?
Because then you're going to have all kinds of new laws created and all kinds
Which
of
they're
different
doing anyways.
bodies.
They're doing that anyways.
Just fit crypto in, just like I was saying.
But crypto doesn't fit into one thing.
Well,
It
all
has
of
so
its
many
components
components
do.
of it.
It's the same thing with banks. Okay, if bank does lending, then that goes into that sector. You know, cash on hand goes to the FDIC, whatever. And you know, the feds, you know, issue bonds out. Like there's different. Even a bank, for example, like a large branch, and you know, they also offer like crypto. I mean, not crypto. Like stock options. You know, where you can buy and sell stocks. Where they, anyways. There's lots of different facets when it comes to a large bank institution, and they're not regulated by one entity. They're regulated by multiple. And do the same with crypto. Let's not try to reinvent the wheel here. Let's just freaking find each component, put it where it's supposed to go.
Okay, what is crypto doing? Is crypto not reinventing the wheel? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question, Robin.
It is. It's a new
Okay,
technology.
so then
However,
it makes
each,
sense.
Each component of cryptocurrency is very similar. It's just an upgrade of something else.
Correct, but it's all brought together. You can't just take one piece of crypto out and then another piece out.
Okay,
they all work together.
Okay, if the banks all of a sudden start transferring their money with instead of the traditional ledger way, they start transferring their money via blockchain, should they just stop all the laws they do and create a new law for that process? No, because it's the same process.
But if the laws are already created for this new asset class, then it'll just go towards that anyways.
But what I'm saying is the laws are already there. That's what I'm saying.
But they don't make sense for the crypto markets because they're so...
No. What doesn't make sense is that the SEC is trying to conform each one of their laws for the Wall Street to fit every single aspect of cryptocurrency. What I'm saying is that, yes, there are certain parts of cryptocurrency that mimic or trade or get interest in the similar way that you would have in Wall Street. And so why not? Yeah, apply those laws for that. But to sit here and try to control the entire ecosystem with something that doesn't fit it, then like
That's
just
my point.
break it down to a different part. You don't need to make an entire crypto department. It's not necessary.
Okay, I'm curious what the chat thinks. All right, put a 1 if you agree with Robin that the U.S. should just fit certain aspects of crypto into laws that are already in place, or if they should create an entire new SEC type thing for digital assets where everything is written from scratch and it encompasses the entire cryptocurrency industry as a whole. And if any bank, any entity wants to involve crypto in their business format, then they need to follow those rules put in place by the digital asset fund or whatever you want to call it. So 1 if you agree with Robin, 2 if you agree with David. Curious to see what the chat thinks. All right, let's move on. Crypto apps soar in popularity after the Super Bowl splurge. Crypto apps shot up App Store download charts in the U.S. on Monday morning after a Super Bowl studded with digital asset advertising. Data tracked by the blog Research shows that Coinbase's app surged from 186th place to 2nd place. And this is a chart, parabolic chart here for Coinbase app. So, Robin, you had mentioned to me, and I don't think you said this on air, but we talked about this. You said that you don't think that because a novice who's never been in crypto sees a crypto commercial, that they're just going to automatically go out and invest money. The numbers tell you otherwise.
Okay. Here's. Okay, I'm surprised by how much traffic Coinbase in particular and other platforms, eToro, got after the Super Bowl. And you know what? That is why you're paying such a high premium for these ads, is because they're in front of so many millions of people, over 100 million people. So, yeah, maybe I took for granted how many people it reaches. However, what I was trying to explain is that the crypto markets aren't going to all of a sudden surge because of the commercials. Yeah. That Bitcoin's not going to go from 42,000 and all of a sudden be sitting at 55,000 because people, watch the commercial and they open up their eyes and now they're just transferring all of their money from their 401k and from their savings account. They're just pouring into cryptocurrency. What I was saying is that when it comes to commercials, it's all about brand recognition. And with brand recognition, it's when you're ready to take that step or when you're ready to introduce yourself to a new product, you have one that has been burned in your memory. And so when people are ready to start investing in cryptocurrency, when people are ready to move on and diversify their portfolio into crypto assets, they have now different exchanges that they can type into Google search. So it's the same with like watching a commercial on Indeed. You watch a commercial on Indeed, you're not going to wake up the next morning and quit your job and be like, I got to go get a new job on Indeed. Like, no. But when you do quit your job and you do pull up your web browser, what are you going to type in? You're going to type in Indeed because you've seen it over and over and over and over again. And it's going to be the same when it comes to crypto. Like right now, you're not going to get this giant influx of cash flow from the retail investor trying to FOMO in on crypto for the simple fact that they watch a crypto commercial. But when they are ready, when they are prepared to start investing and looking into their future and diversifying their portfolio, then these commercials, then they will drive adoption and people will move into those products. So that's what I was saying. I just think that a lot of the crypto community was expecting, oh, there's going to be a bunch of crypto commercials. Next thing you know, we're going to have $55,000 Bitcoin next week. Like, come on.
I never bought into that.
I'm just saying that people's expectations were vastly over what was realistic. And you know what, great. I'd love to see, last year, no commercials on crypto. Last year, nothing.
Well, I think there was
not nationally televised. I mean, you had like crypto.com or UFC, and
if I'm not wrong, I think FTX had a Super Bowl commercial last year.
Super Bowl?
I think so.
I'll have to look into that.
Well,
I'm not 100% sure, but just from my recent memory, I don't remember. There wasn't a lot of mainstream media commercials when it comes to crypto. So,
all right, let's move on. Sticking on Coinbase, their ad, the free Bitcoin ad, causes the site to crash. So it was so popular, their QR code commercial, that the app crashed. The ad also quickly flashed a Coinbase URL at the end, leading to a website displaying a promotion for $15 in free Bitcoin to new customers who sign up in the next 2 days. I thought this was awesome. Well, that was more popular than we thought. We need a quick timeout, but don't worry, we email you when things are back to normal. The app was back up a few minutes later. And this is why when I use the centralized exchange, I mostly use Coinbase. I have a really, really good friend of mine. He was trying to send Cardano from his Cardano wallet to KuCoin. Come to find out, KuCoin's wallet was under maintenance and no one emailed him. No one told him. So now it's been 3 days. He was trying to get into an ICO. He missed out on that opportunity and he's waiting for KuCoin. He sent emails. There's no number to call.
Well, KuCoin historically has dragged their feet when it comes to
But I've had the similar issue to Voyager. One time on Voyager, I thought my account got hacked. I emailed them right away. They never even emailed me back. Now, thank God it wasn't hacked, but what if it was? So what I'm trying to say and tying into this article is this. Coinbase, a publicly traded U.S. company, they have a phone number you can call. Their stuff crashed, but guess what? They communicate with you. They emailed everyone to tell them, hey, it's back up. If they have any maintenance on their website, they will tell you way far in advance so you can prepare for it. And the app came back in 2 minutes. So be careful when you're using centralized exchanges. Stick to big ones. Me personally, anytime I get friends or family that ask me, hey, what account should I open? The answer is and always will be, unless something changes, Coinbase. So that's my take on it. Props to them. But you got to figure they knew with over 100 million people watching that they were going to get an absorbent influx of people downloading their app. So I guess it was more than what they even thought it was going to be. But guess what? It was back up in 2 minutes. Everything's fine. So you want to add anything to the article, Robin, before I move on?
No,
I'm good. All right. Next article. Whoa. Hold on. Go back to Robin. You got nothing to say? Nothing?
nada.
Zero.
I mean, what is it?
No, I'm kidding.
Coinbase went down.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No. I'm not.
But it's surprised how fast it was.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised how many people still scan the QR, but we already talked about that. So
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to some Bitcoin news. Bitcoin network hash rate explodes to a new all-time high of 248.11 exahashes per second, 31% increase, 31.69% increase from 188 to 248 in just 1 day, further ensuring resilience against attacks on the Bitcoin network. The recent spike in the Bitcoin network's hash rate ensures further security against double spending. If you're not familiar with double spending is, relates to the process of reversing transactions over the blockchain by contributing to over 50% of the hash rate. So if you are able to contribute 50% of the hash rate, you can essentially take over the network, double spend, it'll go to.
I don't agree with this article, man.
What do you mean?
So they're basically saying because the hash rate is increasing,
It becomes more secure.
It's becoming more secure.
Network is becoming more secure.
But unfortunately, only a handful of players can basically get the block rewards because the hash rate is so difficult. So yes, it's more secure because you got to invest more money into the network and have more ASICs to get the rewards, but it's extremely difficult to get the rewards. So only a handful of players, so it's becoming more and more centralized. And if the hash rate doubles in 1 year, there's so many mining companies that are now incapable of earning block rewards on a frequent basis.
That's actually that's a really good point. So what you're saying, Rob, is
what I'm saying is that you're centralizing it, and instead of it being instead of having 30, 40, 50, 60 different mining companies all competing for the mining rewards, now you have 4, 5, or maybe 10 mining companies.
Because what you're saying is as the hash rate grows, it's harder to mine a block, and you need more computing power, and the typical person doesn't have the kind of money. That's actually a good point.
And then, like, okay, so if you're not familiar with like the mining companies, so we had one mining company go public last year. No, not Marathon. Core Scientific.
Oh, that's right.
So Core Scientific.
Marathon is public too, though, right?
They are.
And they're in Vegas.
Yeah, they were the number one leading mining company as far as hash rate, which got surpassed by Core Scientific. They have over 75,000 ASICs.
That's ridiculous.
And so that's an astronomical amount.
That's insane.
So now they have almost double the hash rate as Marathon does. So they're the leader, and they have. Listen to this. So they have 90,000 new ASICs on order for this year. So they're going to more than double their hash rate. So basically, they're just pushing all competition out, and you're just getting more and more centralization. I think there needs to be some kind of cap to this hash rate. It's getting a little out of control, and unfortunately, it'll never be voted on because.
But aren't you the one that says the hash rate is directly correlated to the price?
Generally, if you look at historical figures, but I mean that could be said with anything. I mean, you can correlate the price of anything. You can correlate the price of S&P. You can correlate the price of hash rate. These should all be taken into account. But there has been divergence. There's been times where it didn't follow. But generally speaking, hash rate go up, Bitcoin go up. At the same time, the hash rate has been going up, and we do know that Bitcoin is going to go up. So at some point, it's going to follow. So it's not an immediate correlation. So.
Blue Wolf, welcome back, bro. Where you been, my dude?
Blue Wolf, what up, my bro?
Hey, real quick before we move on to the next article, guys. If you weren't here Friday, we announced Sin City Crypto will be on BitBoys Around the Blockchain at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Also known as 2 p.m. Vegas time.
That's right. Our friend Robin is going to be representing Sin City Crypto. We need our crypto fam to hop on there, show some support, show some love to the channel.
Type in the chat,
Yes. So love to have you guys there. We're super excited.
Let's show them the Sin City Crypto fam, man.
That's right.
Let's show them what we're about.
I like it.
Let's bring the support.
All right, let's get back to the articles. Moving on. This is from Fidelity. Investors underestimate Bitcoin's huge upside potential. The head of research at Fidelity Digital Asset is convinced that Bitcoin's value proposition as a decentralized and censorship-resistant monetary network sets it apart from other cryptocurrencies. In the latest report titled Bitcoin First, targets two main concerns that Fidelity clients have raised about Bitcoin. So, this is important. This is what investors at Fidelity are worried about with Bitcoin. One, that it'll eventually be replaced by some other cryptocurrency. And two, it has lower upside potential left compared to other coins. While other cryptocurrencies may have higher upside potential, they are also subjected to higher risks and should be regarded more like venture capital bets. In multi-chain scenarios where multiple blockchains will coexist, Bitcoin will still be the main, quote, money anchor for other digital assets. Robin, are there concerns of the Fidelity investors warranted? Is it warranted that A, Bitcoin will be replaced by another crypto, and B, that it has lower upside potential left compared to the other coins? I'll pose the question to you first.
Both are correct. Both are
so
correct.
You think Bitcoin could eventually be overtaken by another cryptocurrency?
In the long term. in the long term, if you take a look at what gold is, as an example, there is so much more money in the tech. And if you look at the S&P 500, which is dominated by tech and big pharma, you're talking $45 trillion market cap for that in its own. And this is just in the United States. So cryptocurrency is gonna evolve into an economic infrastructure that spans the globe. So you're not talking about what is held in one country. You're talking about an asset that is traded, an asset that holds value, an asset that could be bought and sold worldwide through every economy, not just here in the U.S. So with the market cap of gold being $20 trillion, it is going to be dwarfed in comparison to what technology is. When you compare it to Apple, you compare it to Google, when you compare it to these big tech companies, Visa, and all of these others, there's going to be a player that has the adoption of the world. And it's not going to be a store of value. A store of value is always going to be Bitcoin. There's no, it's not going to go there. I'm just going to say that.
What about the Lightning Network, right?
It's not going to work. Bitcoin's not a transactional.
But can it be with the Lightning Network? Yes
it can. I'm not saying it can't. It's like having some old busted car that has 100,000 miles on it. You're like, can it get across the U.S.? Like, yeah, it'll get there. But what's more efficient? An electric car that you don't have to stop at all these different stations? Like, there's more efficient ways, or taking a plane, for example, or taking a train. Like, there's more efficient ways of transacting. Bitcoin can do 5 transactions per second. And yes, you can use the Lightning Network. It can bundle everything up. However, is it scalable? That's to be seen. The transactions on the Lightning Network are dwarfed compared to what the amount of transactions you get on like Visa. And that's what I'm saying. But if you want it to be the world currency for transactions, it needs to be that and more. And I don't see, there's other projects that do it better, faster, cheaper, more efficient.
But when they talk about being replaced, Robin, I don't think
I'm talking about the market cap. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3. Bitcoin's gonna fall down a couple spots, and it's not gonna be in the next 2 years, but eventually,
when do you think?
It's going to be the
What's
store
your time
value.
horizon?
If you look at, if you compare gold to to Meta, I know gold has a higher market cap than Meta, but let's just say, for example,
Meta or metal?
Meta,
like Facebook.
Yeah, like Facebook's parent company.
Yeah,
and
where you're going
so
with this.
basically, let's just say Meta becomes this metaverse thing, and everybody's using it. Like, let's just say everything comes to fruition that people are forecasting when it comes to Meta, when it comes to the metaverse, and it's like the go-to platform for your social interactions, and they're like monetizing everything with NFTs and making all kinds of royalty money. Anyways, that could be worth more than gold, and it could supplant gold's worth. Because, in that kind of microcosm. And the same can be said with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be the store of value. It's going to be the go-to place for storing your wealth and having a hedge against inflation. However, I think there's going to be tech platforms, payment platforms that are used so regularly, it's going to have so much money just poured into it, locked into it, that it's going to overdo the market cap for Bitcoin. That's my assumption. So,
okay. All right. And then what about it has lower upside potential left compared to other coins?
It does. I mean,
well, that's obvious.
The further down you go down the market cap list,
but then
the more room there is for growth.
But also with potential comes higher risk. So
of course,
pick and choose what you want. Yeah. So
I mean, that's investing 101. You can do the same thing when it comes to Wall Street. You can invest in Apple. You're going to invest in the new emerging tech stock. And obviously, Apple's a safer
bet. With Apple, you know
you're
not going to lose money. Yeah,
exactly. There you go.
Good points. All right, let's move on. A couple more articles, then we're done. Hacker could have printed unlimited ether, but chose $2 million bug bounty instead. Scrolling down here, this is pretty interesting. A self-styled, quote, gray hat hacker figured out how to trick Ethereum scaling solution Optimism into effectively printing unlimited ether earlier this month. Software engineer Jay Freeman, who also goes by Sarek online on Twitter, didn't leverage the exploit. Instead, he reported the issue to Optimism's dev team, who paid him a $2 million bug bounty. Imagine being so good at your freaking job and so technologically and computery savvy that you're just like, oh, I think I found an issue here. Hey, look what I found. Oh, here's $2 million. And then you'd never have to do a single thing in your life ever again. Let's go back to the article. Similarly to blockchain bridges like Wormhole, if you remember Wormhole, they had an exploit in the Solana and a possible exploit in the Terra bridge. The platform mints alternative Ether tokens that exist only on Optimism's network. Users first lock their ETH inside a smart contract as collateral to receive their tokens, which double as IOUs. These tokens can then be transacted quicker and cheaper compared to on-chain transactions. Think about loopring essentially any layer 2 that settles transactions off-chain, which goes on to say makes Optimism a potential layer 2 solution for scaling Ethereum. The Ether created by the bug was counterfeit, but the hacker suggested it could wreak havoc across the wider crypto ecosystem. And this is a direct quote from the hacker. He said, with your unbounded supply of IOUs, you could go to every decentralized exchange that's running on the layer 2 and mess with their economies, buying up vast quantities of other tokens while devaluing the chain's own currency. So we talk about Polygon, we talk about Loopring in terms of Ethereum layer 2s. These are some of the issues that you can run into if you're not transacting directly on chain or on Ethereum. So yes, you pay a little lower fees, but you're subject to more security issues. So tread very lightly. Now, I'm not saying Polygon and Loopring have issues like this. I haven't even heard of Optimism up until this article.
You never heard of Optimism rollups?
Personally, no. So, anyways, what I'm saying is, don't just go with what's the cheapest. Go with something that has security, is cheap, and has been around for a while, has a track record of success. That's just one thing I took from this article. Shout out to the hacker that didn't expose it and actually took the bounty.
It's a nice little payday.
Yeah, $2 million.
$2 million? I mean, it's not bad. You're not even employed by anybody. You know, I'm sure he has a job, but what I'm saying is that the people that gave him money wasn't even employed, and all he basically did was sift through some code and find a bug in the system. And you know what? Our space is full of hackers and backdoor loopholes and basically like little triggers that they can find. And so, thank you, because we don't need any more of this FUD. We don't need any more of this, hey, you know, hackers made off with this amount of money, because it's just ammunition for the congressmen. It's just ammunition for people, for your Bitcoin maxis that are just against any other protocol other than Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's great. But, hey, open your eyes. There's other projects here. And so, especially when it comes to Ethereum, it has a track record of having vulnerabilities and loopholes. And so the fact that they shut this down, very good thing. So HP said, what is the fastest crypto right now for transactions? I think that's a hard question to answer. It's all debatable. You know, everybody...
The answers they give you are not true. It can handle up to this many transactions per second.
That's the problem.
They're never running at that limit.
So the problem is they put this blanket idea, transactions per second, like it's equal to every chain. So transactions per second on one chain is completely different than transactions per second on another chain. You got time to finality, to where it's settled. You have different speeds for metadata that are on the transaction. So perhaps a transaction, just me sending me just sending tokens from my wallet to another wallet, is way faster than executing a smart contract or a swap, or so take it with a grain of salt. It is not in all some universal number that fits into every protocol. So when you see one chain saying, hey, we do 100,000 transactions per second. Okay, what are the parameters? How does it work? What is your block finality time? Like, how centralized are you? Like, there's so many different things that go into that equation. So for me, transaction per second, it's just smoke and mirrors. It's just a way to test the speed for certain aspects. But I mean, for me, I think Cardano is extremely fast. Harmony is probably one of the fastest and most secure networks. I think Harmony,
Avalanche is supposed to be
Harmony,
really fast.
yeah, Avalanche. Solana's pretty damn fast, but we see the downside to that. And then even their numbers that they advertise fall way short with traffic
With the actual.
congestion, and then not to mention that you can just flip on and off that network with a light switch. So, like how decentralized is this thing? Anyways, I'm just curious. You just
Wait to find
it
out.
goes down. You just kick it. You're like like hey, don't pay attention over here. Like it's back. It's back.
All right, last article.
All right, what we got?
Netflix announces new series on Bitfinex hack involving 120,000 Bitcoin. The Netflix documentary will be about a New York-based couple and their link to laundering nearly $120,000 tied to the crime. We covered this. It was some chick and her husband. They were laundering the money that was stolen from Bitfinex, and now Netflix is bringing it to life. Netflix has ordered a documentary series about a married couple's alleged scheme to launder billions of dollars worth of stolen cryptocurrency in the biggest criminal financial crime case in history. So, Robin, are you a believer of all press is good press, right? Because the whole FUD, the whole narrative is you put the word money laundering and cryptocurrency in the same room, and that's what people always say. I had a guy, no idea, he's literally just opened up his account 3 weeks ago, bought some Bitcoin, comes to me, we're talking about NFTs with my friend, he goes, NFTs were just created as a way to launder money. I could go down this rabbit hole with you, but I choose not to. So that just goes to show you the ignorance of people and what they're being fed through mainstream news and mainstream media, how it shapes their thinking about our space. So with this Netflix series coming out, they're going to talk about how it was stolen and money laundering, and I'm pretty sure it's going to turn some people off. It's going to bring some bad press, bad PR. Is bad PR good PR? Is any PR good PR? Robin, for our space, what are your thoughts?
I don't know, man.
Will you be watching this? Hell yes, I will.
Yeah, I will. So I love the fact they're coming out with this, but whether or not it'll bring more people into the space or where it'll turn people off, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know anymore. There's gonna be more and more news. For me, yeah, you'll see the downside here, but the same can be said with any industry. I mean, you can look at oil or cars or any financial system. With anything new and emerging, new technology, you can always point out the downsides to it. So this is just another example of things that you can point to if you're not a believer. But if you are a believer and you do understand the technology, this is just another part of the growing pains, and it's just another piece of it is what it is, and it's getting better, and it's a better option than what we had before. It's not like money laundering just all of a sudden came to fruition because Bitcoin was created. Money laundering has been going on since money was created. Since
Literally.
Yeah, they created money, and there was somebody who was like, I don't want people to know how much money I got. Like, so since the creation of money, that is always been a thing. So it's not any different.
I bet you, anyone watching, me, Robin, Donnie, any of you watching, I bet you know or have met one person that launders money or has laundered money in their life.
But with the Netflix thing though, I was at the Super Bowl party yesterday, and I'm surrounded by people that have no idea anything about crypto. And so I was sitting there and I was talking to somebody, and I'm like, hey, they were like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, I crypto, YouTube, whatnot. And they were like, oh, I watched a Netflix documentary on cryptocurrency, and it was very interesting. And it just got me thinking, before I even read this article, I was like, wow, well, that just shows the power of Netflix, shows the reach that Netflix has to inform its viewers via documentary or even a series. So,
right.
There is going to be a lot of eyes on this series. It kind of has the feel of the Tiger King. I mean, if I were to have a comparison, you have an socially awkward individual or couple that have a lot of money and fame, and then they go through legal issues and obviously are in jail right now. And so, and it involves a lot of money. So I think it's going to make for a really good series. And I think the way that they'll probably narrate it and all the interviews and, how they put it together is going to be really good.
We got a new person in the chat.
Oh, Casual 420. Hola! Welcome to the chat. So, yeah, man, it's very surprising just to see how these people have this image, how they're awkward, and them being the masterminds behind the world's largest hack or the world's largest money laundering scheme. So just really interesting. But
fair enough. All right, let's move on to our next segment, the market analysis. All right, let's take a look at what in the world of markets doing today. We have our friend Bitcoin. Well, first, markets are down. Let me refresh this page to get you the latest up to date. Markets are down 0.31%. Market cap just over $1.85 trillion. Bitcoin sitting at 41.98. You have Ethereum at 28.70. Before I go any further, I want to pull up my Bitcoin chart here on TradingView. So I have drawn here. So this looks like a double top to me. So this is on the daily chart, daily time frame on Bitcoin. We came down. We came back up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Nope. Rejected. Up. Leg up here. Leg up here. Rejected at the same level again. So this level right here.
What number is that?
44,000.
44.
So this looks like our clear-cut resistance that we need to capture. So typically, the more times the price touches a top or a bottom, the bigger the move when it finally does cross that top or bottom. So if Bitcoin goes down or stays here and touches this line again, then the next time it touches a line, chances of it breaking are higher. And if it doesn't, and then the very next time, so it kind of trickles down like a domino effect. And then the more times it touches, when it finally does break, it'll be a big break to the upside. We'll see what happens. But right now, we're kind of consolidating right around that 42,000 range. Not too worried about Bitcoin. I never worry about my Bitcoin money because I know even if it goes down 60, 70%, it'll come back, and it'll come back fast. So let's go back to the overall market here. Top losers for today. Crypto.com. Weird, right?
Huh.
I have a Super Bowl commercial, and then bloop.
Maybe they dropped the ball when it came to the commercial. You think that LeBron James commercial was lackluster?
I don't think it was lackluster. I thought the message was great, but it wasn't like something that I was like, oh,
definitely. If I had to rank success of the commercial, I think they were third place.
Well, yeah, you got Coinbase 1, FTX 2.
Yeah, and maybe even falling behind eToro. And you think about it, eToro had a Shiba dog, and we know how much traction SHIB gets.
Yeah, and the moon thing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
you say moon, you say SHIB, and
people come.
Yeah, people FOMOing. Like what? Huh? What? Moon? I saw a dog.
I saw a moon and a dog. It's a sign.
Dog and moon. Angel on Mars. Let's go.
You have BNB sitting right under $400. My prediction on BNB is in the next bull run, we're going to see a over $1,200 Binance token, Binance coin, BNB. Robin, do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts on that?
You said $1,200?
Over $1,200.
I don't know, man.
There is zero
they're
reason.
pretty much a copy of Ethereum as far as their chain. They're not. It's faster, cheaper than Ethereum. I get it, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I think so. Let us know what you guys think. Put one in the chat if you think Binance coin.
What's the time frame? Or what?
Just the next bull run. When we have the next bull run, Bitcoin,
Okay,
everything next new all-time
bull
highs.
run. So you get new all-time highs from everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will Binance
okay,
coin?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
All-time high is like 800, right?
7 something.
Yeah. Why not? 1,200, sure.
So that's
and it's a deflationary token, so they've been burning a lot as well. So
and I think Avalanche is going to cross over $300 in the next bull run.
Avalanche?
They're also deflationary. Yes.
Yeah.
There was so much happening on it.
They crossed $100 this year, right?
Yeah. They got up to 125, 130. Oh no, 140. They got up to 140. So they're there.
$300 Avalanche. I can see it.
And I think Avalanche will overtake Solana. Mark my words. All right. And then going down here, we have XRP overtaking Cardano for the number 6 spot, down 1.4% over the last 24 hours. And then Cardano sitting at $1.03. Dollar's been showing pretty strong support. So if you are trying to accumulate Cardano, this, not financial advice, but this would be a good place and a good time to start that accumulation. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Solana, Terra Luna, and Avalanche. Polkadot has slipped to number 12. So we are big Polkadot fans. Damn, it's down 18% over the last 7 days. So everyone here at Sin City Crypto, we are big Polkadot fans.
Great time to enter. Right now, I'm just going to say it. I don't even need to look at the chart. Was trading at $25 for the longest time. Got it, I think it broke over 30.
No, it
broke over 40, huh?
I think it got to over 50.
Yeah. Great project, great founding team, Gavin Wood.
It got almost 55. It got 55.
Yeah, man. Next bull cycle, that thing is going to be fully operational, fast, tons of dApps, productivity, community. It's probably one of your most solid investments. That Polkadot, Cardano, Ethereum, BNB. Basically, all your top 10 projects. And then outside the top 10, you got Avalanche, Algorand. Yeah, I'm a fan of all of those. You all right over there, David?
Yeah. So, Casual 420. I think I might know who you are.
So he says, are we going to go to ETH Denver this week?
The only person I've talked to about ETH Denver was Frankie. Are you Frankie? Casual? Are you Frankie? Let me know, man. I'd love to know. No, unfortunately not. So I have daddy duties. My wife is currently in school, so when I am done with the show, I have daddy duties, and I make them help me with my crypto.
Here's the thing. We're pretty small and growing channel, so for us to deliver our show, we kind of have to put in a massive amount of hours before and after the show. So unfortunately, we're stuck in Sin City. And so that's why we're trying to bring the conferences back to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was only 4 or 5 years ago, not even.
Everything was
where all the crypto conventions, all of the blockchain technology conventions were centered here in Las Vegas. And now they've departed for Lisbon, Portugal, for Miami, even New York. And Texas is trying to get a hold of crypto conferences and things as well. Wyoming's doing their thing, and it seems like Sin City is
when Wyoming starts getting more conferences than Vegas.
They don't have conferences, but they got like bank friendly. Their banks are very crypto friendly.
There.
Yeah, man. Beautiful state as well.
Yeah, it is.
If you're trying to like retire, have farms, and
so Robin, let me ask you this question, Robin.
Yeah, what's up?
Between Cardano, Avalanche, and Polkadot at current prices, you have Cardano $1.03, Polkadot $18.43, and you have Avalanche at $80. I'm gonna give you $5,000. I'm gonna tell you, Robin, you got to buy one of these 3 coins and hold it for a minimum of the next 3 months.
3 months?
3 months minimum. Now you can hold it longer.
I'll just take Avalanche.
Avalanche.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate?
I think people are too impatient with Cardano. They're trying to look for the big gains. Avalanche's community, albeit very large, smaller in comparison to Cardano and Polkadot. So a lot more adoption, room to grow, larger, more space for the community to get involved with. So I think in the short term is probably your best bet. I do like Cardano in the long term. I think their partnerships with governments and other agencies, that large magnitude, I think that's your best play. But if it's a short-term investment, I'll go with Avalanche. But love me some Cardano. So
fair enough.
I watched that interview with Crypto Jeb and Charles Hoskinson. It was really good. It was a good one.
I didn't get a time to.
We should reach out to Crypto Jeb. Crypto Jeb, if you're watching, let's link up. So let's do some collaboration stuff.
You like Crypto Jeb?
He's good. He has a really good TA. He has a 2-minute technical analysis. So if you got a short attention span, you
know whose TA I really like? There's this channel called Crypto Lifer. His TA is pretty spot on.
Might be on the
around the blockchain.
You know who I hope is on around the blockchain? Richard Hart.
Oh my God.
If
Okay.
he's on there, you know what I'm going to tell him?
This dude, bro.
You know,
Hey,
second.
listen,
Look, take
Robin,
my word for it.
promise me one thing.
This is what I'm going to
If he gets
say.
out of line, if Richard Hart gets out of line,
You already know how much I argue, okay? And I'm not going to take no disrespect. If he's on there, the first thing I'm going to say, I'm like, Richard. I'm like, hey, I watched your show last week. Surprised you're not broadcasting from your shower today. You know?
yes, yes, yes.
Boy, go cook her,
Please.
bro. Hey, I'm telling
This
you,
dude,
I hope,
was in front of 50,000 people, and he was broadcasting on BitBoy's channel from his bed, laying down. Super disrespectful. I mean, the guy is a total.
He's got a lot of money. You know what? When you got a lot of money,
I don't give a crap. Nah, man. Money shouldn't. You shouldn't be a terrible person and a piece of crap because you have money.
We
I
like
don't give a
Richard.
crap
We like
how much
Richard
money
Hart. Richard Hart, if you're watching, man, we number love over here. We just thought it was we thought it was funny you're streaming from your bed. So
he doesn't give a crap.
gotta poke a little fun at you, man. All right.
Yeah. Look, I think we're done. We got a lot of prep to do before our next event. Hey, listen, guys. Hop on BitBoy's channel at 5 in about 2 hours. 2 hours, and 10
baby.
minutes. Get on there around the blockchain. Sin City Crypto is going to be in the house. Your boy Big Rob, I will be here in the studio with him. I won't be on camera, but I'll be here with him. Get in their chat. Be loud. Let him know the Sin City fam is in here.
That's
if
right.
Robin wins, definitely going to
And
give the fam a shout
The
out.
premise of the show is to type in Big Rob +1 for a point for me when I speak. So that way I can win the thing, and then if we win, I'm gonna give you guys a big shout out.
That's right. We love you guys. We appreciate all your support. Hope you guys enjoy the show today. Come back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Vegas time for another one of our live shows.
10:30.
10:30 a.m.
10:30, baby.
That's what I said.
I just didn't hear you. So
Anyways, we will see you guys at 2 p.m. in 2 hours and 10 minutes on BitBoy, and then tomorrow morning, 10:30.
All right,
love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget the flowers. Peace.
Valentine's Day hugs, kisses.